We are standing on and we shredded the American and Russian flags because it is this system and not humanity that needs to become extinct. We're standing on and we ripped the American and Russian flags because these are symbols of oppressive empires that sit atop the global system of capitalism imperialism, with the U.S. being far above the #1 oppressor in the world. We are standing on and we ripped the American and Russian flags because these two blood-soaked powers are waging a proxy war in Ukraine, contending over whether they're going to maintain and expand their control over global networks of exploitation and oppression and resources of the world, jockeying for position in doing so, risking direct military confrontation with the danger of World War III and potential nuclear annihilation. We are standing on and we shredded the U.S. and Russian flags because Biden is lying when he tells you this is a war between democracy and autocracy. This is a war between oppressive powers. Their difference in style or rule is just that, style, covering over the essence, yes, of capitalist dictatorship. Rule through force, violence, brutality, terror, different flavors, but the same nature. This is a system of capitalism imperialism. And it is this system, not humanity, that needs to become extinct. This is a system where the wealth and the power of the imperialist countries rest on chains of oppression that wind the globe. Chains of exploitation of billions in the global south, whose blood, sweat, tears, and very life flows into the production and shipment of medicines, food, consumer goods, transportation used by these imperialist powers. These supply chains are interlinked networks of savage brutality, engorging and enriching the imperialist countries and impoverishing and enslaving the oppressed countries. This is a system with over 1 million children slaving in sweatshops, where little fingers work on computer components, toiling in the darkness of mines, digging out the materials that power the world's phones. Teenagers laboring in meatpacking plants and food factories so that you have so many shiny options in the gleaming supermarkets of America and Europe. This is a system where these imperialist powers battle over who will control the ability to enslave those children, to exploit the millions, own the resources, control the economics and political systems of subordinate powers. Gangsters fighting over turf, but the turf is the globe. This is a system that drives millions from homelands, escaping drought, flood, hunger, and violence, to risk drowning in seas, heat stroke in the suffocating jungles, dying of thirst in the desert, and endless imprisonment in refugee camps meant to keep out the hungry and paperless from citadels of empire. This is a system that is killing our planet, a system whose engine is oil and coal and heating up the world, warming the seas, polluting the rivers, burning the forests, bird calls lost to history, bees and butterflies threatened, fires, flood, drought. But this system still drills, mines, and melts. Death only to the drive of cutthroat advantage over global competition. This is a system that suffocates human potential, degrades human relations, people turning each other, themselves, into products, things to be bought, sold, owned, used, abused, minds turned inward to the small, petty, trivial, mean glee at the expense on the backs of and drinking the blood of others, turned away, heads down, spirits crushed, fighting for their share of skin, sweat, and toil of others, swallowing aspirations, hopes, and dreams to just go for me, me, me. It is this system and not humanity that need to become extinct. This system is enforced by war and terror, with the U.S. as #1 war criminal in the world, threatening war moves against China, massively arming Ukraine to try to force Russia to back down. This system is enforced by violence and slaughter, CIA-directed coups, invasions, torture, 750 military bases in 80 countries. The bombs whose shrapnel rip into skin, mangle flesh, the drone missiles that tear apart bodies and turn homes and neighborhoods into rubble. Homelands destroyed from Iraq to Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Libya, Palestine, Vietnam, Venezuela, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Honduras. Spin the globe, backed up by the ultimate threat of nuclear annihilation. We don't accept their future. It's time to get organized for a real revolution. This is a system that is not permanent or all-powerful. The rulers of this country are irreconcilably divided. The Republic-fascists tearing off the veil of democracy for all, and the Democrats using that as a threadbare cover while they terrorize the globe as well. As bad as it is, it will only get worse. There's only worse yet to come. This system is coming apart, and out of that stench, we can wrench something much better. We don't accept their future. It is time to get organized for a real revolution. A revolution to bring into being a system based on the Constitution for a new socialist republic in North America, authored by Bob Avakian, the leader of the revolution. A system where the economic functioning is not based on the private control over global resources, but the collective ownership with the conscious plan based on and meeting the needs of the people, uprooting exploitation and oppression, enabling humanity to become fit caretakers of the earth. A revolution to bring into being a system that will dismantle the nuclear weapons that terrorize the globe, to uproot the white supremacy, the deep-seated patriarchal oppression of women and LGBTQ people, to forge new relations of equality and respect, where life and to be able to eat and be clothed, to have shelter, doesn't require feeding like a parasite on the rest of the world. Being part of a society full of debate, of struggle, of searching out the truth, and where people are all part of something bigger than themselves. A future fit for our children. As the revolutionary leader, Bob Avakian, said, only through the overthrow of this system, including its greatest centers of power in the imperialist countries themselves, an overthrow carried out also with the aim of preventing these imperialists from launching an all-out war of annihilation. The only way this can advance toward the goal of overcoming the divisions among human beings that embody exploitation and oppression and lead to violent conflict, and finally make a reality of the aspirations of so many of a world without war. My name is Leo. I'm with the Revolution Club of Chicago. I want to call on everyone who can hear my voice to join us in the park today, to not stand aside as these imperialists are taking us on a road to World War III with the possible nuclear destruction of humanity. That's it.